you brought the Cruisers back to the FHL?
Well, Avery, I've brought the Cruisers back to the FHL because we all have our hockey experiences with winning first place almost every season. And I think we're going to do pretty good with our floor hockey skills here, with our coordination, and yeah.
Well, you guys sound like a pretty solid team.
Yeah.
You're the newest GM. What can you say about your all-girls team?
Well, what I can say about my all-girls team is I think we're all going to do pretty good making it to the All-Star game. We're all going to make it there, and we're all going to just go with those passes and those solid shots, those wristers, you know, no slap shots because they don't want to end up the floor, but we're going to do pretty good with the shoots, shots. Yeah.
Okay, good luck out there today.
Thanks, man.
Kaya, you don't normally play goal. What skills will you bring to the game today?
Well, I think it's all in my hand-eye coordination, and I'm going to use my prior baseball skills. And yeah.
Wow, I think that's going to work for you. Yeah. Curtis, how can the rest of the Whalers step up goal production and catch up to your stellar numbers?
Well, I think it starts with good passing. I think we need to start getting more shots. I think our forwards need to start cycling more, pressuring the puck more. It's mostly me just going up for those, but you know, if they start pushing, I think they can get it.
Sounds good. Okay. Colby, you're one of the youngest GMs in the league. How do you lead the Whalers?
I think it's all with passing and shooting and getting more goals.
Okay, sounds good.
And welcome to Game of the Week here, Mr. Norino along with Mr. Skillen. We're going to see the Cruisers take on the Whalers.
Hi-ho, Canada. We're all set for this one to begin. Looks like Liam Jones is going to be dropping the puck on this one.
The Cruisers are back in the league after a 2-week absence, reformed with a bunch of grade 8 girls looking to make their mark in the Dryden, or the St. Joseph School Floor Hockey League. In net today for the Cruisers, we've got Kaya Fultz, who you saw an interview with earlier, the GM, Corissa Jensson. Rounding out the lineup, you have Ellie and Cameron, as well as Keandra and Amy. Tell us a little bit about the Whalers. They've been around for a while. They actually won the Cup a few years ago. Who do we got on the Whalers today, Mr. Skillen?
Whalers have a strong squad today. Probably their leader, their big tall Curtis Viherjoki, and his sister Caitlin form a dynamic duo. We got Colby, Brett Caren, Sophie A, Jacob H, and Lachlan playing the pipes today.
Lachlan, one of the strongest goalies in the league. Kaya getting her first test of the season here. And don't forget, as we talk about goalies, our FHL $1 million score and win. You could win $1 million from our sponsors simply by guessing the team that's going to win by a 2-goal margin, or at least get 2 goals in the game.
And who's our lucky fan this week? It looks like it's Daryl Musso of Dryden, Ontario. He has a chance to win if the Whalers can get 2 past this Lachlan. Daryl Musso will be a millionaire.
Actually, no, he picked the Cruisers. He's down for the Cruisers today.
Oh, he's got the Cruisers.
Yeah.
Oh, the Cruisers scored 2 goals. Okay, my mistake. Thank you for the correction.
I don't know who's down writing our facts for us, but that is very untrue. He's been a Cruisers fan since they first came into the league last year, when they were actually at the time the bottom team in the league, and brought Big Al in at the trade deadline to try and get some points on their way to the playoffs. So they were ousted in the first round, but they did make a great showing of it.
So he'll be hoping for the Cruisers today. So far we got a scoreless battle here as both teams are just kind of banging away in the neutral zone. Not a lot of happening on each end. Both are very solid defensive squads, so you're not going to see a lot of chances today.
One thing that we should note is that there are only 3 games taking place today, this being the second of 3. Essentially, what you've got is the possibility for a shootout if we do get to that point, because time is on our side. So we're looking at an 8-minute game rather than our traditional 7, and a lot of possibility that could happen today, given the fact that we are still scoreless. The Whalers are the 3rd place team in the league, just 2 points behind second place Wheat Kings, and they're looking to tie it up and really take a run at that first place by for the beginning of the playoffs. As you know, the first place team do not have to play for the first round.
Looks like Ali Digital had a chance there, but it was deflected away by Caitlin.
Lachlan Ryan wearing a homemade jersey for net today because they are playing with 6 skaters and a goalie. And into the crowd again. Back on the ice.
It looks like it was Corissa that time. And there's number 4, Cameron. Solid player. Lots of experience on this Cruisers team. Lots of do double duty with both girls hockey. Some even play boys hockey, and then also, of course, starring in this league.
A lot of confidence coming into the game today, too. I was speaking off camera with a couple of the Cruisers players. They are pretty confident that their skills from Dryden girls hockey, and they also play a little bit of boys hockey, too, that'll translate over to the game today. They weren't quite ready to trade in the skates for the shoes, but once they had a lot of support, they were more than happy to take this team that had been vacated and form a brand new one.
And they'll be a tough squad to play against.
Still nothing. Over halfway through this game. A lot of great defense being played here by the Cruisers. And there goes Corissa, captain of the team, with the chance. And here's Ellie. No dice on that one. Next week, don't forget, we do not have Game of the Week. We're off for 1 week as we start squaring up for the All-Star Game. The All-Star Game's coming at you about 2 weeks from today, and it is going to be quite the spectacle indeed. Meetings with the GMs are coming up on Monday to find out who is going to don those All-Star jerseys and play for their respective clubs.
Looks like Ali Digital out to Cam. Shot from the point, but that's blocked. Curtis standing tall.
And there's the first goal of the game. The Cruisers, there's Corissa, snipes it from the blue line. Only one more, and Mr. Musso is going to be $1 million richer.
That was number 4. Is that Corissa or Cameron there slapping that home? There's Corissa there at center ice. I can't tell if she got a stick on that or not.
Well, somebody did, and the score is 1-0. I given the fact that this is a brand new team, I don't even have the numbers of the players written down in front of me. It looks like number 5 is Corissa. The goal is awarded to somebody. I'm sure that... Oh, and it's tied up right away!
Curtis, I believe, number 0, yes. That looks like Curtis Viherjoki.
Yep.
Tying things up. Well, the Cruisers are one step closer to making Mr. Musso from Dryden, Ontario a millionaire. They could manage to get one more before the end of regulation time. He will be our millionaire winner.
So coming back into the Whalers' end, and there's Kaya covering the puck. Going to be a face-off deep in the Cruisers' end. There's only about 1.5 minutes here to go. Looking at the clock, Liam trying to get that hurry-up face-off. We want to get this settled in regulation, but it could go to a shootout.
Oh, there's a good chance there by the Whalers.
Trying to get rid of it. Lots of pressure there by Caitlin. There's Curtis, dumps it back into the Cruisers' end. Running back to get it is Corissa.
Just not a lot of quality scoring chances today. Very, very big defensive battle going on.
We're playing a lot like the 1995 New Jersey Devils. A lot of dumping it in and chasing it in and just, using the body quite a bit. Puck looks like it went up on the stage.
That formula worked for the Devils. They won a few cups in their time.
Oh, absolutely. We are in the last minute of play. That one just hit the post. Kaya was barely looking. There's a no-look stick block, and we're behind the net. Curtis trying to put this one away with only about 45 seconds to go.
Curtis working really hard to end this in regulation time.
Curtis, not the GM of the team, but pretty much a shoo-in to get nominated for the All-Star team. He was on the All-Star team last year for our inaugural game, and as well, he was a member of the original team success back in 2014.
He's a big, strong presence out there. He's always tough to handle, especially down around the goal line.
Trying to keep this puck out of the Cruisers' end. As soon as you have defense 3 wide on the Whalers. They're going to get a goal. And it looks like we're running out of time. Last shot of the game? No, can't quite pull the trigger. There's
This is
Colby.
going to a shootout.
Now, in the shootout rules for the FHL, the Cruisers did score first, so they've got the option whether or not they want to shoot first or second. And
They got a lot of danglers on their team. I don't know how many players they get to choose. What is it, 3-on-3?
yeah, they can actually shoot the same player 3 times in a row if they want to.
International rules.
Absolutely.
Looks like Cam's going first.
Cameron Damon with the first shot of the game.
Big, powerful shot. Coming in. Slows down.
Ooh, and she tries to go to her
Big
strong
save.
side.
Big
And
save by Lachlan.
Lachlan is pretty solid when it comes to pucks that are low.
Advantage Whalers.
And here comes Curtis Viherjoki with the first shot of the Whalers side. Big
snipes one.
Yeah, big blocker side snipe. And we're 1-0 in the shootout here. Here comes Corissa Jensson, the captain of the Whalers. Fakes it. Gets Lachlan out of position. She shoots and it goes in.
Oh, a dandy little fake shot and then peppers one home.
Ties it up here.
Interesting move.
And here comes Colby Lapointe, the GM of the team. Drags it in.
Snipes one home.
He sees that right side of Kaya is the problem area, so he shoots blocker side and takes advantage again. Here comes Ellie Desatel. She's got to score. If she doesn't, then the Whalers win in. And a huge
Big
save.
And this is over. This thing's over. Big win by the Whalers.
The Whalers win the game 2-1, and that takes care of Game of the Week. Every team you've seen so far is going to have an opportunity to play with some players in the All-Star game coming up very, very soon. So I've been Mr. Norino.
And Mr. Skillen.
And thanks for joining us on the Floor Hockey League Game of the Week. Keep your stick on the air.